Hey Brandon, today I'm going to teach you a really helpful skill for trying to clear the ball in a lacrosse game. I know you've been working on your lacrosse skills and that next year you'll be entering the high school and looking to compete for a spot on the roster. Any high school coach wants every player on the field to be able to handle the ball, and as you know, if you aren't able to clear the ball, you will end up playing defense all game and losing a lot of games you could win. It's important that you are listening to me and watching my demonstration during this lesson so that you can pick up on the skill. If you can learn how to power cradle properly, you will be able to clear the ball more often, and as a result, you will be trusted by your coach to be on the field, and you might even put in a goal or two. So, I know, I know that you've been playing sports for a while, and I'm sure you already know how to behave when being coached. But because it's so important to coaches, we'll go over it really briefly and make sure you remember. When a coach is talking, what are you doing?
Don't talk.
Don't talk, absolutely. And what will you be doing with your ears?
Listening.
Absolutely, Brandon. That's perfect. You'll be listening. And what should you be looking at when your coach is talking to you?
His eyes.
His eyes, absolutely. You're looking at the coach and making sure that you're locked in, right? So you'll always have better luck when you put the blinders on when the coach is talking, listening to their instruction. And here at the high school also, that's definitely going to be a big key, okay? So it's great that you already know that. Um, just so we're on the same page, how would you cradle with the ball on your stick?
Hold it with both hands.
Yeah.
Move the top hands.
Yep.
Back and forth.
Yep. So you're going to be moving at the wrist a little bit there?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's how you do just a standard cradle. Nice job. And on defense, who do we want to keep the ball away from when we're clearing?
The attackman.
The attackman, absolutely. Yeah, the riding attackman, right? And you always want to protect the stick so that you can keep the ball. So I think you're ready to learn a little more advanced skill here with cradling, okay? So in order to power cradle, you must do a few essential things. And I'm going to tell you those essential things right now. You must have both hands on your stick. Preferably it'll be in your strong hand, which I know that you're a righty. So you preferably want it to be in your right hand, but it's important that you just make sure you have both hands on your stick. You must keep the stick on the opposite side of the riding player. Body is between the riding player and your stick. And you must cradle by rotating your elbow from about 90 degrees until your elbow is closed or is bent as much as possible, okay? I will give you these steps one more time. You have to keep both hands on your stick. You want to keep the stick on the opposite side of the riding player, and you want to cradle by rotating your elbow from 90 degrees to fully closed and then back to 90 degrees again, over and over again. So, Brandon, what are the three things you need to do in order to power cradle properly?
Um, Hands on the stick.
Yep, both hands on the stick.
90-degree angle.
Yeah, and what was that second piece?
Um, Hold the stick on the opposite side of the riding attackman.
Absolutely. So you want to keep both hands on the stick. You want the stick on the opposite side of the defender, and you want to rotate your elbow from 90 degrees, right? So one more time, tell me those three steps again.
Both hands on the stick.
Absolutely.
Opposite side of the defender and 90-degree angle.
Yep, 90-degree elbow with what? With your wrist
elbow.
or your elbow? With your elbow. Absolutely, Brandon. Nice job. So we want to keep both hands on our stick. We want to keep the stick on the opposite side of the defender, the riding attackman. And so would we want your stick in your weak hand?
No, your strong hand.
Strong hand. Yeah, we'd rather it be in your strong hand. Nice listening. I'll go over the concept again with you, and once I'm sure you understand how to power cradle, I will demonstrate it for you, and then we can see if you can do it properly as well, okay? So you take the stick with both hands, all right? In this case, you would be the riding defender. I'm gonna keep the riding defender on the opposite side of my stick, and I'm gonna rotate from my elbow 90 degrees until it's closed, just like this, okay? So, when you do this properly, the fast and powerful movement of your stick will keep the ball inside your stick, even when the riding attackman makes some contact, and that's a big piece right there. So, again, I will say it. You're gonna hold your stick with both hands. See, I have both hands on my stick here. I've got the riding defender, which is you, on the opposite side of me, and I'm rotating from 90 degrees all the way up till my elbow is closed. So you see that stick motion really helps to keep the ball on my stick. So again, what are the three things I'm gonna need to do when I'm ball with the power cradle?
Hands on the stick,
Yeah.
opposite side of the defender, and elbow 90 degrees.
Yeah, elbows 90 degrees, all the way to what? From 90 degrees till, what do we call this?
So the elbow's closed.
Elbows closed, absolutely, Brandon, nice job. So, if I hold my stick like this, am I ready to power cradle?
Yeah.
Why am I ready to power cradle?
Both hands on the stick.
Perfect, both hands are on the stick, nice job. And if I hold my stick like this, am I ready to power cradle?
No.
Why not?
Because you only have one hand.
One hand on the stick, absolutely. So I would not be ready to power cradle in that case. So Brandon, do I hold my stick like this when I power cradle?
Yeah.
Yes. Why is that?
Because both hands are on the stick.
Both hands are on my stick, and where's my stick? Opposite side of you,
Opposite
right?
side.
So we got two hands on my stick, sticks on the opposite side. Now I'm ready to power cradle. All right. So I need both hands on my stick, and do I have the stick on the same side of the riding player?
Opposite side.
No, it's going to be on the opposite side. Absolutely. Nice job, Brandon. So that's right. We're going to keep the stick on the opposite side of the player. And do I rotate my stick with my wrist like this?
Elbow.
Yep, we're going to use the elbow, right? That's the difference between a regular cradle and power cradle. So I think you're ready to start power cradling. Remember the process, Brandon. You hold your stick with both hands, you keep the riding player on the opposite side of the stick, and you rotate your elbow from 90 degrees until your elbow is closed and back to 90 degrees. You want to make sure that you are cradling your stick hard so that the force of movement keeps the ball in the stick. Now I've got my stick. I'm going to pick up a ball. It's going to be tough with the stick here. And I'm going to demonstrate again for you, okay? So with the ball in my stick, I'm going to hold my stick with both hands. I'm going to keep the riding player, which is you in this case, on the opposite side of my stick, and I'm going to rotate the stick with using my elbow like this. See all that movement there? Okay, so that's how we properly power cradle. Again, I have both hands on my stick's on the opposite side of the riding player, and I'm rotating from my elbow. Okay? So I'm gonna do it again, but this time I'm gonna have you walk me through it, okay, Brandon?
Right.
So what's the first thing I'm gonna do? You're gonna be the defender, I'm gonna demonstrate. What's the first thing I need to do?
Hands on the stick. Both hands.
Both hands on the stick. What's the second thing I need to do?
Make sure your stick is opposite the defender.
Opposite the defender, so it's opposite you right now, right?
Yep.
So that's good, okay, and what's the third thing I'm gonna do?
When you're cradling, make sure your elbow goes until it's closed.
Yep.
Just bring it down.
Yep. I'm gonna make sure I'm going from 90 degrees to close. So am I power cradling correct right now?
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. This is how you power cradle, right? Nice job, Brandon. And if you're on the right side of me, which side would I want my stick to be on?
Left.
The left, yeah. And that's good because I'm a lefty, right? From the wrist or the elbow?
Elbow.
Elbow. Absolutely. And do I want to do this slow or fast? Do I want to cradle slow or do I want to cradle fast?
Fast so the ball stays in.
Fast so the ball stays in. Nice job. That's perfect, Brandon. We're going to cradle fast so the ball stays in. It's going to be really hard for that riding player to get the ball out of our stick. So now that I've gone over all the steps, I want you to remind me, what are the 3 steps again?
Both hands on the stick.
Yep.
Opposite side of the defender, and elbow goes until it's closed.
Yep. Elbow goes until it's closed. Down to what?
Down to your elbow is closed.
Up till the elbow's closed and down till it's about how many degrees?
90 degrees.
90 degrees. Absolutely, Brandon. Nice job. So now I want you to walk me through the process. So you're actually going to take the ball and you're going to demonstrate. You're going to tell me the 3 steps as you demonstrate. So I'll be the riding defender in this case. So what am I going to be doing, or what are you going to be doing with the ball in your stick right now? What's the first thing you need to make sure you do?
Both hands on the stick.
Both hands on the stick. And you're righty, so you can put, I know I've been demonstrating lefty, but you can put it in your right hand. Both hands on the stick. Where do you want the stick to be?
Opposite side of
Opposite
the
side.
riding.
So right now, are you ready to power cradle if I'm the riding attacking?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then what's the third thing you want to make sure you do?
Elbow goes up till it's straight, up till it's closed, and then 90 degrees.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can choke up on your stick. It's kind of tough to cradle like that, but that's absolutely the case. You got all 3 steps perfectly down right there, Brandon, and you did a great job demonstrating. So Brandon, today we learned how to power cradle, which is an incredibly important skill for a defender when they are trying to clear the ball. When a defender can clear the ball, that defender will be more likely to be trusted by their coach. We learned that to power cradle, you must hold the stick with both hands and keep your riding player on the opposite side of the stick. When you rotate, then you rotate from your elbow 90 degrees until your elbow is fully closed, back to 90 degrees, just like you did right there. Make sure that you work on this skill when you practice and during games in order to keep possession with the ball. And you're going to make sure that you're doing this all during your club season, right, this fall. So nice job. So I want to make sure you really have the skill down, Brandon. So again, let me see that ball. I'm going to demonstrate one more time. So if you are riding the riding player, am I holding the stick properly right now so I can start a power cradle?
Yeah.
And how do you know that?
Both hands on the stick, opposite sides.
Absolutely, both hands on the stick, opposite side, and then I'm going to make sure I'm cradling using rotating from the elbow. Right, Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. Great job today, Brandon, and good luck with future lacrosse, okay?
Okay.
All right, nice job.